Well, hello, it's Corey here again. I've actually been making progress in my little film project here. I have challenged myself to make a short film all by myself. It's going to end up being a short film, by the way. Don't know if you know that. It's going to be horror, but that's all I'm going to tell you about the content of the movie, because I want you to watch it, and, you know, it's going to be cool, so I'm not going to give it all away or whatever. And I'm realizing that I am caving to these internet trends of getting involved in a big project, kind of filming yourself talking about it, and then putting it up on the web for people to watch, just like I'm doing now. You know, it's like I assume that somebody out there, that a lot of people just have some really, you know, intense interest in stuff I'm doing, which you probably don't. And this is totally self-serving and totally pretentious and crazy, but I'm doing it because I don't know, because I can. But that's alright, that's alright. What can you do? Doing a lot of camera testing. Love this camera. Like I said, this thing is amazing. I've decided that I'm going to shoot 1080p at 24 frames a second, so it's 24p, whatever. I wanted to do 24p for a long time. I've never done 24p before, and I'm interested in the look, and kind of, I don't know, gives it more of a film look, if you know anything about that kind of stuff. So, yeah. I'm still waiting for my SDHC cards to come in. Yeah, in order to use the top two quality levels on this camera, or to do any kind of time-lapse or interval filming, you have to have, I think, Class 6 or better SDHC cards. And all I have is a plain old SD card that isn't very fast. It's pretty old. I just had it for my old digital camera. So I'm only filming, right now I'm only going on the like third best quality level, because that's the highest it'll let me go. So I ordered a couple of them last week. I don't know, I hope they get here soon, because I'm chomping at the bit for those things. But I've been getting a lot done, as a matter of fact, believe it or not. I'm motivated, so I'm hoping to keep the ball rolling here so I don't stall. I wrote the script, wrote the shot list, trying to keep everything very organized so that I can set up the shots and figure out blocking-wise, camera angles, the kind of things I'm going to do. It's going to be tricky. This is going to be tough. Trying to figure out how to do all this on my own. Camera movement is pretty much out of the question unless I do some kind of trickery, rig up some pulleys or something like that. I don't know what I'm going to do there. I bought lights. That's pretty exciting. I knew I would need lighting as much as I could for this, because lighting makes a huge, huge difference. Good lighting, bad lighting, it's the same as having good audio and bad audio. You got bad audio, and your production, your film, whatever you're doing automatically sucks. If you have really, really good audio, your production is automatically qualified as professional or nearing professional. So, yeah, lighting's the same way. So, I'm doing this total DIY. I'm not using professional equipment at all except for the camera. The camera's a professional camera, but all this other stuff I'm using, no, it's not going to be professional at all. Let me show you what lights I bought. Oh yeah, this is the special at Lowe's. Well, not really special, but yeah, just a plain old little cheap 150 watt work light. Picked up a few of those. Plugged them in, very handy. I'm using a foil around them in some instances to direct them more, or to cut down the spread, kind of like a, you know, if you had barn doors or something. But yeah, I'm not going to get into making barn doors for these things. But yeah, and these clamp right on wherever you need them. So, you know, I'll probably get stands or try to use existing things that are around to kind of clamp this onto. So yeah, handy. Also, I am super excited about this next thing. There's a little backstory behind it. One of my friends in Pittsburgh called me up a couple months ago. He said he was somewhere and he had found used projectors, old film projectors, for $10. And he was going to get one. He wanted to know if I wanted one. I said, sure, get me a projector. I had no idea what I was going to do with it. He gave it to me and I put it on the shelf. So here I am, I'm setting up lights and things and trying to play around with how I should do things. And I realized I needed more of a spotlight. These are more like floodlights. And I needed something that was more intense, more directional. So I saw this projector sitting on the shelf. And I'm like, there it is, there it is. This thing is a beaut. Oh yeah, $10 for this thing. Came with a bulb, still works. It's pretty heavy, but it's total old school, and I love this. I mean, check this out. I mean, yeah, it works great. I was doing different things, different angles, and positioning it, and different things in front of it to diffuse it. I'm looking into getting some gels, some colored gels, to put in front of all these lights for different effects. So yeah, projector, awesome. So I've taken a lot of preliminary shots, did kind of little rough edits really quick. But yeah, so there is a lot of progress being made. The only thing is I can't start filming yet because of my SD cards. SDHCs haven't come in, like I said before. So at this point where I am, there are some things I have to consider, like makeup and special effects. Things like that. I have zero experience in any of that. You know, I was in a few plays. Whenever I was in like high school, and I had some drama classes, some theater classes, and things like that in college, but do you think I remember any of that stuff? No. So I have zero experience doing any kind of makeup or special effects. I did help with a short zombie movie a couple years ago. Another friend in Pittsburgh was making a short film for that George Romero Diary of the Dead MySpace DVD contest, where, you know, it was... you know, make a 2-minute short, send it into George, and he was going to put them on the DVD. So he was going to make it, and we actually shot a lot of it, but he ended up not finishing it, so that was a bummer. But anyhow, he has done a lot in theater and different films, things like that, and so he had a lot of makeup. He was doing all the zombie makeup. And I watched him doing that for a little while, but, you know, again, that was a couple years ago, and I wasn't even paying that much attention. So yeah, and for special effects, it's like I'm really learning, doing a lot of tutorials off of YouTube, anywhere on the internet where people are doing tutorials about makeup, special effects, and yeah, so right now I'm like, well, do I go out and buy some cheap makeup, some Elmer's glue and stuff like that and make do? I mean, I think I could make it work, definitely. But if not, you know, should I go do the whole, like, get a Ben Nye set, you know, a professional makeup set, and go from there with the liquid latex and the stage blood and everything like that? You know, I was just thinking of doing the old corn syrup and food coloring thing. So I don't know. These are things I have to consider. Another thing is the costumes. That goes right along with it. I got to play basically several different roles in here. Everybody has to look different. They're not all going to be me. And so I have to consider that, you know, should I get some fake beards and mustaches and try to, you know, make myself up to look different, maybe a bald cap, something like that. I don't know. And again, I don't know where to get those things. There aren't any makeup or theatrical supply stores where I live. I'd probably have to go to Pittsburgh or Buffalo or Cleveland. I'm about the same distance from all three. But yeah, so these are things I got to consider. Everyone's got to have outfits. I got to make sure if I get blood on the one outfit that's how it stays the rest of the time. And you know, it brings up the whole continuity thing. I got to be script supervisor on top of actor and director and stuff. I don't even know how to act. I have acted. I've done some plays, like I said, had some theater classes, acted out a few Shakespeare scenes, but that's it. So I don't know. That's where I am. That's all I got. So I'm going to keep going on this. I'll let you know as I keep making progress. And I really appreciate you watching. And I'll talk to you again next time.